I'm waiting on like some type of music or.
Yeah, something like that.
There's stuff happens later.
Stuff happens. The show starts, then it ends. What happens in between, we don't know.
It's magic.
I think it usually starts with, "We're live."
Stop the count.
Iron Palace Podcast. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Iron Palace Podcast, the world's most anabolic podcast that guarantees gains just by listening. Side effects may include involuntary flexing, uncontrollable bro nodding, and a sudden craving for chicken and rice.
Everyone may not receive gains. If you lose sleep, get over it.
Thanks.
That was a disclaimer.
We needed that little.
I like that.
That was a disclaimer.
Yeah, that's the best.
Yeah.
The best part was get over it.
They always sound like the same dude. Do you think it's the same dude that does all those? Like, there's just one guy that can talk that fast, and once he dies, all these corporations are screwed. Like, Big Pharma's cooked when this guy dies.
I think that's why they've been making AI for no other reason other than to replace that guy.
Because before him, you remember Micro Machines?
What? I had some, but I don't remember them being like advertised and stuff.
Oh, the guy that used to do the Micro Machine ad.
Oh, they're talking. You won't know this, but they're like mentally the same age. Just so you know.
Micro machine? What?
Yeah, they were
little bitty cars,
little tiny cars.
They were like Hot Wheels, but micro.
Yeah.
Why would that be cool?
Because they had like little tracks and everything, and they rolled really well.
Yeah.
Why would that be cool?
Like
but the
trucks.
guy that did the commercials for them was a speed talker. At the time, he was the world record holder for the most words in a minute or whatever. And,
was he the guy that could do Billie Jean super fast that was on TV? That was like the record holding speed talker?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I've seen him.
Yeah, he used to do the Micro Machine commercials, and I don't know. That's all he was just. And I don't know. It made you want Micro Machines.
I had some later Micro Machines.
That's what made you want Micro Machines,
dude. It's like have you ever been to an auction, like an estate auction with a real deal?
That's what it sounds like.
I feel like I was really there.
It is so hard not to bid. Like
it is.
You get into that, they're like, I got 5 here. Can I get another 7 here? And you're like, oh, I got it right here.
The one time I did go to an auction, I think I overbid myself 3 times because I didn't know who had it.
Yeah.
He just kept talking. I was like, did he see me? I don't know. I don't want to lose it. Me.
Yeah.
Just him in a sea of empty chairs.
Going once, going twice. Oh, another bid over here.
I didn't ever want Street Sharks till I saw Vin Diesel selling Street Sharks.
What was Street Sharks?
They were like action figures, but they were like humanoid sharks that were super buff.
What?
What?
You're playing, right?
I don't know. Hold on.
What toys did you grow up with?
That's what I say. I don't think Caleb had any. You guys didn't have a stick?
Listen, guys, we don't have enough.
Ball in a cup.
That's a real. Hey, you guys didn't sword fight with sticks.
I remember the Christmas I got a stick and a tennis ball.
What was it called? What was it called?
I had a ball in a cup.
He was playing with that hoop and stick like Revolutionary War painting children.
Huh?
Street Shark.
Street Shark.
Yeah. What was the Ripster? Or?
Oh, I do remember these.
People, little known fact, Caleb grew up Amish.
No, BFE, but not Amish. I do remember these. Yeah,
you can look at that picture and you know exactly what it smells
modern
like.
toys.
What I'm real good this year. Papa said I could raise a barn.
You know that, Holland? You can look at that picture and you know exactly what that toy smells like.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What does that one smell like?
They don't make plastic like they used
See if you can tell me what this toy smells like.
It smells like, how do you say, metal?
Don't answer any more questions from Dave.
Oh, I felt like
Actually, no, I take that back.
That was a mom joke getting set up right there.
Sheesh.
All right, anyway.
Hey, that's my word. Anyways. So, I take that back. You're going to have to answer one more question from Dave because since I didn't ask before the podcast, everyone gets to see the process of which I get our icebreakers, and it goes a little something like this. Hey, Dave, I need an icebreaker.
All right. Would you rather be a sword swallower or the bearded lady? But like you are yourself. You have to transition to the bearded lady. You're not birthed the bearded lady.
All right, well, we're talking about transition.
And the irreversible hormone therapy. We're talking full blown. We're not talking dip your toe in the
Okay,
pool.
so you're talking.
We're
That's
talking.
a lot. That's a lot.
We're talking. Give Daddy Bill Gates what he wants out of you.
So then the sword swallower.
grow that
then.
painter in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
do I get like time to train for the sword swallower since
If you've got time to transition
yeah,
for
if
the
you got
bearded
time.
lady,
You can start with daggers.
Yeah, I'm
You get 90 days in daggers.
bro. I'm dropping that down.
But
my
then once you move to swords,
I'm dropping that down, bro.
I ain't putting no estrogen in.
and
there.
I believe him because I hear the secret is to relax, and he sounded pretty relaxed.
this is all going to be a hard clip for the TikTok boys.
Whoa.
They let you put stuff like that on TikTok? I might need to re-download it.
I mean,
Okay. But I left out a part.
Okay,
You're a sword swallower in the traditional sense where, swords up here towards the sky,
yeah.
but you're doing a handstand. We're talking Led Zeppelin in through the outdoor.
So
buddy.
I'm in the sky doing a handstand.
wait,
No,
hold
no.
on, wait.
You're swallowing the sword.
You're keystringing.
Yes.
Okay, I was about to say, wait a minute.
Yes.
I feel like we're going to need more than 90 days in daggers. Then.
Now I'm in the
You'd be
sky.
surprised.
I was like, I need a jump pad.
I was just trying to describe that you were going to be keystering it without describing your butthole and just the sword position, just to make editing easier for Caleb.
I mean,
You're right, because this makes it so much easier.
You've got to use your prison wallet.
Also, you can't have help doing the handstand, so you're going to risk having your beehole kind of like you order your hash browns at Waffle House. Or you can transition to the bearded lady.
how sharp?
Both pay the same.
How sharp is the sword? Too.
It's one of them triangular shaped bayonets that the Geneva Convention does not allow you to use anymore. So you're really going to have to want it.
It's still a pretty cut dry. I mean, it's either
Hey.
it's either you inject yourself with estrogen or you inject yourself with steel. So
Yeah. There's only one way I want to go.
Inject
Go
with
out like a
steel.
samurai, inject me with steel. A self-injection with steel.
Yeah, that's pretty.
All right, Holland. You keystering a sword or you transitioning, dog?
Prison wallet all the way.
Oh yeah, same here. So what we're asking is, would you rather kill yourself with a sword rectally or transition, Caleb?
I'm really glad you felt the need to reiterate the question.
Okay.
Only
know,
for
man.
me.
For you, Caleb.
Like I haven't been here the whole time.
I don't know.
You want to make sure you understand.
Yeah.
He wanted to paint you a more clear
Yeah.
picture.
You ever get ChatGPT to get you a clear picture?
No.
It actually will.
Put
Well,
that
I know
away.
it will.
Put that away.
Don't go on your history ones. Just,
Yeah, there's got to be a new one at least.
well, I don't want to see what's on his history.
The FBI
Somebody's got
does.
to. Yeah. I don't think they want to either.
All right, you know what? Moving on. We'll just go back to.
Did you answer?
Yeah. Though Dave did answer. He said, "Yeah, same."
Yeah.
And then I'm also saying, "Yeah, same."
Dude, I'll hop on that sort of like a pogo stick. That keeps me grounded. Plus, I'm scared of needles.
So you'll take a sword.
So you'll take a big needle?
Yeah.
You got a tattoo?
I got a couple.
Oh, yeah.
It's always that way.
Yeah,
Every
I'm terrified of
person,
needles.
I'll go to give somebody an IV and they're like, I'm terrified of needles. And their whole arm.
Yeah.
Covered.
Well, I'll
No,
just
big
say
facts.
scared of needles. Like, I don't get apprehensive or anything like that, but it's just something about the hospital and doctors in general. They touch me with it, I faint. Like, out cold, right back up. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
I completely pass
I'm in the
out.
same boat. I don't pass out,
a
but I will
faint
say
goat?
I had to get my finger pricked today for my blood sugar check for our yearly checkup thing.
Yeah.
And I got a little woozy.
I was on a clinical and I literally had this guy by the arm, and he says,
Hey.
he goes, I get a little lightheaded when I see a needle, and he just like passed out. So I just held him up limp and give it to him.
Oh, my God.
The needle,
And I gave it
not
to
not the sword,
Wow.
not the sword.
Sheesh.
The short sword, some say.
So, ChatGPT
But it's a
denied my
broadsword.
request to make that image.
Thank God.
You know,
That
Well,
thing's got some sense.
give it a couple weeks. We got Trump in office. He's going to turn this shit around. I'm going to
Yeah.
try again later.
Caleb,
What?
but it's a broadsword.
All right. So anyway,
Mine is probably more it's gladius.
we don't need to go here.
Yeah, they
like a
call
rum-
it the Chodestine is
Yeah.
the cut sword, I believe.
You know what I think would make a. Never mind. I was going to say a great guest to have with Nathan would be Elijah.
Yeah.
Isn't it Elijah?
Yeah, like the
Like je, not je. How does he pronounce it?
Well, now I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't he your friend?
He's his friend.
Yeah, but now you guys have me second guessing myself.
Don't say that on
You know
the
him too,
podcast.
though, right?
Yeah.
They're from the gym.
Yeah, right from the
He
gym.
used to work out at Planet Fitness all
Talking
the time.
about Gilbertson?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I call him Gilbertson.
Oh, because you don't know if it's a lie. Or
Yeah, well, I've heard it so many different
Bro,
times.
I like it.
I'd be afraid to mispronounce it now.
Yeah.
He would have been big dog
Hey.
for several years to me.
Gilbertson.
Hey, you should have seen him pulling in here for the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
It was awesome. Come in on a motorcycle, had a freaking like claymore strapped to his back,
He's awesome.
Nunchucks in his
His-
pocket.
nunchucks in his pocket.
Did you see how he dressed up for
And a song in his heart.
wedding? Like his big fur coat for the wedding. Yeah,
He's my hero, dude.
yeah, he's
Dude,
awesome.
we were like while we're talking about like
He's such a cool guy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just-
you gotta love his drip. Man's
Oh.
dripped out.
while we were over here just
I've got
talking
mine
about
fixed with the health department's help.
Yeah.
we were just over here talking about stuff before the podcast starts, and he's casually walking over here with nunchucks. Just so whenever we get started, I was like, I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
You're just watching the
I'm
show.
just-
yeah.
I've never seen someone use nunchucks so effortlessly. Usually,
Outside of Joey, bro.
you're very focused to not hit yourself.
Yeah.
He almost hit himself with the imaginary ones just now.
Just now, that's on God, dude. So, anyways, I think we are now 12 days out from Jake Paul, Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I think by the time this airs, it's happened.
I feel like
but-
we were talking about this last time.
And I'd like
too.
to go ahead
We
and
talk about it. We talk about it
congratulate-
often.
Yeah, he
I'd like
was-
to go ahead and congratulate Mike on his knockout.
Hell of a knockout. First round, even.
You didn't have to spit on him.
Some say it was the best knockout I've ever seen. That's what Trump's
Too
going to
soon.
say.
Some of us are still hurting over Common Dog.
I mean,
I don't know.
You think Jake Paul's got him?
Well, at the end of the day, really, right? People that do have fought Mike Tyson is, if you can, keep him at bay with some reach and footwork, and he is an elderly gentleman, right?
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Come fight him, Mike
many,
Tyson.
How many rounds is he going to be able to try to knock you
Well, they're only
out?
doing 2-minute rounds.
But
That's
I
still
mean,
a long
that's
time
yeah.
for a 60-year-old.
I mean, look at George Foreman when he came back and won the heavyweight champ. He was 40.
45.
Yeah, which is significantly younger than
Yeah.
Mike is now. And in between rounds, he had to stand in the corner. He couldn't sit down because his back was spasming. Like it was. I mean, that's about the peak right there.
If you can get it,
His peak was the grill.
if you can get it into
a great
if you can get it into Mike's head that he cannot knock you out in the first couple of rounds, then that will help that'll help you out quite a bit. And then you can start getting points up by just tagging him.
And I think that's also a part of Jake Paul's also usually really good at playing into the mind games for the opponent. I don't think you can really shake Mike's mind game. I mean, even at all their press conferences, he winds up talking trash to the crowd because Mike doesn't care.
Mike's over there thinking about eating raw
Yeah.
meat.
I mean, you
gunpowder.
can.
Yeah, he does.
It is.
He's already going,
Yeah.
he never really missed that dagger.
Like the people who have pushed him the distance, it did get into his head when he started getting wore down.
Oh, yeah.
Because he has no way to. If he doesn't have a way to end the fight,
Yeah.
it makes him mad.
Well, yeah, Mike Tyson was the guy that. Well, he even talked about it. He was like, like boxers now fight or they box to win fights. He fought to try to kill the other guy.
Yep.
Like it wasn't. He didn't care if he won the fight. He wanted to knock them down. And if that wasn't happening, yeah, it was.
I'm curious to see if, like Iron Mike comes out during this, or is this going to be some kind of muted version?
Yeah.
Not so much in like the actions, but just the attitude.
I think it's been just in testosterone wise, he's been muted for
Well,
probably 20 years.
Well, he sedates himself almost like he's on mushrooms and marijuana. He's on everything all the time. No way. No way.
but I think
I feel he's going to get fatigued out.
I feel though.
I think so.
I feel though that he has pharmaceutically enhanced himself. Because this isn't going to be a tested fight. Like they're not.
No. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, and
Test there.
and Mike went from looking like smoking weed, eating shrooms and pizza, Mike, to abs and his neck was out to here in like 2 weeks. I mean,
Now,
I will say, I agree. I think if it goes more than 2 to 3 rounds tops, then Jake's going to walk him
No.
down.
Now, if I think Mike could win pretty easy if he played defensive and was totally weird,
He won't. There's
and
no
then
way. he
Jake
will.
gets if you could gas Jake out.
I don't think you're going to gas Jake out though. I mean, he's got age. He's
Yeah,
not.
but
been,
he's not expecting it to have no. He's not fighting a young boxer, so
I mean,
he's
he
not
has
really
put
worried
on
about
weight,
it.
but the
Yeah.
problem is, I think I would be more convinced that Jake Paul loses had they fought the first time, because that Jake was a little heavier, a little fluffier, a little slow. Now he's had time to build muscle but stay lean, and then stay quick. So I think time.
how many
has
rounds
hurt.
were they going?
I don't remember for sure. I want to 8 2-minute rounds.
I mean, still, even if you are pretty good shape, 8 rounds is
Yeah.
still a lot. And if
Yeah.
you're trying,
But 2-minute rounds kind of gives you the green light
Yeah.
to let it all loose for 2 minutes. You know, like
And
you
that's
can
kind of why I like it. I think that's the good middle ground on the fight. Like, so it's not drug out to where Mike's going to get walked down over just one round, but it's also we're still going to see fight because there's no wasted time. If you waste time, it's just nothing's going to happen.
like if you watch Mayweather, half of his rounds,
Mm-hmm.
he just does defensive. And it doesn't really matter how good shape the other person is. You will slow down.
Mm-hmm.
And then he turns around and he starts tagging them.
Yeah, look what he did to Connor.
Yeah.
You know.
They're gassed.
Yeah.
You lower your defenses, easier to knock out. So if Mike does a flipperoo instead of going in there wide open, what Jake's expecting, and Jake has to do the pushing,
I don't think Mike is capable of.
I don't think
No.
he's never boxed that way.
Yeah.
He's all gas, dude. He's all
Yeah.
gas, no brakes. There's no
Yeah.
way.
So I think it's gonna go.
Mike is full send every time. You know.
Yeah.
I would like to see the fight just go down, both guys swinging middle of the ring. To me, that doesn't matter who wins at that point. It's just
Like
haymakers, dude.
Max Holloway, Justin
Just like
Gaethje.
that.
Yeah, just right there.
Right in the middle.
Yeah,
Come here, fight here. 15 seconds left. He's already won, but he's like,
yeah.
we're going to win this way,
Yeah.
and then turns around and loses. Man. What are you going to do? Can't win them all.
Nope.
So, for a quick story today, because we haven't done one in a while,
No.
this is someone we talked about during our top 10, but I wanted to bring this back just because I feel like I didn't give a lot of detail as to why I put him in my top 10. And also, in some ways, feel like we kind of discredited his lifts a little bit by comparing him to a certain someone else. So I have the comparison and I have their stats. The number one hint would be this guy has the highest raw and support total in powerlifting history. It's not full. He's not the fully equipped, so he doesn't do the shirts and everything. But
Insert cricket noises.
any guesses?
Doug.
No.
Did you say Doug?
I always guess
Like the
No.
cartoon?
No, Doug Heffernan
any
from
Doug,
King of
really.
Queens.
Oh, that Doug. Yeah.
I want to say Ed Cohn, but
Nope,
I was like that can't.
Paul
be.
Anderson.
not even close.
Yeah.
Paul Anderson.
Not Paul Anderson.
Is it Mr. Anderson?
He's current.
Mr. Anderson.
He set the all-time powerlifting total. Yep, he set the all-time powerlifting total. I think it was just like 4 or 5 years ago.
Michael Phelps.
No,
No, that's out.
any guesses before I tell you?
That's not Bill Cashmere. That's out.
Nope.
Chaz Bono.
No. Any more guesses?
No.
I'm tapped out.
Magic Johnson.
This is the one and only number one in the world, Daniel Bell.
Oh, I would have got that one next.
Yeah, I know exactly who that is.
I remember talking about him.
Do you know who Daniel Bell is?
No.
Okay, well, hold on.
So related to Doug
Is
Bell.
Is it Larry Wills?
Lord knows not Larry Wheels.
Oh.
Not even
Is
close.
Is he related to
So-
Mark Bell?
That's what I was trying to think, but it doesn't. I don't think so.
I've already forgot his name. Who was one of
He's
the...
a Bell of the massive taco family. They own a small chain of restaurants.
So who's you trying to pit him up against?
So I watched a video, and the reason that I've decided to talk about Dan Bell this week is because, just like I said, whenever we did our top 10, he was brought up, and we kind of just blew past him as we compared him to who'd you guys have? There's another power lifter.
Oh, crap.
Crab?
Oliveras or some. I remember.
Yeah, it was,
Aaron Hernandez.
No.
I was the dude with the it was the dude with the deadlift world record.
Oh, Magnus. Are you talking?
Either way, we compared him
mind.
to quite a few people.
Scotty Mayfield.
No.
I like that name though.
But now I'm spacing, so I'm going to have to look up the name because it's really driving
Buzz
me
Aldrin.
crazy. No.
Great ice cream.
You're sure it's not Paul Anderson?
I am 100% sure it is not Paul Anderson.
Just checking.
You said Buzz Aldrin. Which astronaut was it that punched that dude? You see him? You know, he was like, "Tell the truth, is the moon landing fake?" And he just hauls off. And
Was it Buzz?
I'm wanting to say it was, but I can't remember exactly.
I'm pretty sure y'all have talked about this a few times.
But dude had a solid. I mean, like
I forget which one Theo met, but he had him on the pod, and then like the next week, Theo was like, "Yeah, I met that guy." He's like, "Do you think we've been to the moon?" He's like, he didn't have to look in his eye like a man's been to the moon. He's like, the guy was like, "What does that look like?" He's like, "I don't know, but I feel like I know when I see it."
feel like, I feel like it would change you.
Yeah.
What's his full name? Buzzard?
Yeah, Buzzard Aldrin.
Buzz Killington.
Buzz?
Yeah. Buzzdrick.
Buzz? Yeah. Buzzdrick. I like that one.
So, Ray Williams was one. This is not the person I was thinking of, but we did compare him to Ray Williams, which just so happens someone else did do a comparison between Dan Bell and Ray Williams because Ray Williams had the previous highest total. So, to compare their numbers, for squat, Dan Bell has 455 kilograms, which is 1,003.1 pounds. Ray Williams does have him beat in this at 490 kilograms, 1,080.2 pounds. But then we go down to bench press. Dan Bell's is 262.5 kilograms or 578 pounds. Ray Williams was 247 with 545, so 33-pound difference. Deadlift, Dan Bell's is 410 kilograms of 903, and Ray Williams is 375 of 826, bringing Dan Bell's total to 2,485. Now, the main thing is, so his recorded lifts in raw, squat 1,003, bench 606, deadlift 909. If you watch all of these lifts, none of them looked hard. Like, none of them were slow. None of them stuck. It was deadlift. On his deadlift, actually. So it was the only reason he didn't do 3 for 3 in all of his lifts was he pulled on his second try. He went, I think it was 909 on his second try. And he pulled it so fast that once he stood up, he actually stepped back. So he didn't look wobbled. It was just, it moved with speed, and he kind of wobbled back. And then came up and hit it again for the record.
To be fair, though,
My
my lifts look great until I fail one. Like, they look easy. I mean, if you video yourself,
Yeah, and
all
I
your
agree.
lifts look good, and then you try to pull that one, you're like,
And I agree, but usually when
I don't know. Do you never have one that's just a grinder?
Yeah.
Grinder.
But usually, whenever you're reaching like the top of your max, you will start to see some kind of slowdown, some kind of sticking point, some kind of shaky legs, whatever lift you're doing. But never did he do any of that in any of these.
that's why he's a pro.
So I was like,
That made me think of Big Lewis.
yeah,
But I can't think of Lewis. I can't think of his last name. But he holds the Special Olympics world record for deadlift at 730, something like that.
Kilo?
No, 730 pounds.
that would be nuts.
Yeah. But he did that at the mall here at a competition, and I was talking to him, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do today." He's like, "I hurt my leg last week mowing. I hadn't been deadlifting, blah, just whatever." And he opens at 500, and I'm like, so he hits 500 pounds, and I was like, well, he's not going to pull much today, His second attempt was 600. His third attempt was 730. Like, he just kept.
Yeah, he's nuts.
And 730 moved like he was going to power clean it. Like, I thought he was going to step back. I mean, it came up so fast. I was like, he had way more in the tank.
And a lot of it's like, if you look how Larry Wheel deadlifts, he's very fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's all or nothing,
Yeah.
too.
But even whenever he's hit those top ones, you see the shaky legs and all that.
Yeah.
But what I also think is interesting is with Dan Bell is, I think he's pushing 400 pounds, but his squat of 1,003 is close stance.
That's quads right there.
Yeah. which is wild. Because, I mean, even at Ray Williams, whenever he did his max squat, is, you know, the normal super wide stance squat, which a lot of hip drive. But no, Dan Bell's like, it's very similar to Nick Best's deadlift.
Yeah.
Like just very in, knees out. It's very odd to watch, especially for a larger guy. But
Yeah, because, you know, usually I associate a narrow stance squat with bodybuilding,
mm-hmm.
you know, not powerlifting.
Like flats, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But no. 1,003.
Was that in a suit or is that raw?
That's raw.
That's nice right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably his most impressive lift to me was just because of how he did it. I mean, now the deadlift was also conventional. Do want to make sure I point that out.
That's how I always take it.
Are you listening, Kyle?
Kyle.
If I hear, you have to add sumo because when you say deadlift, I think deadlift.
So then he also has numbers for multiply and in reps. They don't matter. And honestly, I'm kind of impressed that there's not that much a difference. So like his squat, I mean, the squat was kind of different. So you got 1,003 raw, 1113 with reps, but then 1102 multiply in squat.
Huh.
Granted, I will say I think you're hitting that point to where even reps and stuff are not going to add as much as you think they are. Because like if we're looking at us, like okay, you bench 300, you put a slingshot on, bench 375. I think whenever you're getting to the 1,000, 1,100, I think you're just hitting that point where it's not going to do as much as you would like.
I would say,
See the video of RFK trying the slingshot?
Who's RFK?
I can't remember. I think
Kennedy,
Yeah.
Robert Kennedy.
Yeah, Bobby Kennedy Jr.
Oh, I just
He was the guy that came up with it was like because he was at the gym doing like promotion and stuff.
Yeah.
And
I think that was Mark Bell.
I think it might have been.
Mm-hmm.
if it's the
He was like, yeah, he was
about
like,
the
you know, he's
slingshot,
like, yeah, he's like, I can't bench anymore because my shoulder. He's like, sure you can do it, and he threw up the weight.
I
It was
have
pretty
seen
good.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that
Make
is
America
Mark Bell.
healthy again.
Yeah, I think that's their big selling point. That's why Mark Bell's in it. It's his product.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sticking with Dr. Mike Israel there. I gotta get that deep stretch.
Yeah.
Maximum weight.
I love Mike Israel. Have you seen where someone started talking to him about steroids? They said, "What do you think about steroids?" And he said, "I love them."
Yeah. if he ever listens to this,
You can come on the podcast, dog.
I'm sure he does.
yeah,
You can call me Dad again.
change my whole
Right there.
Change my whole damn life.
Yeah.
Yeah, my whole lifting.
So then, what do you do different after listening to Dr. Mike Israel?
I make sure I stretch to the max. Yeah, if I'm doing curls,
Nothing
I try to
big.
break my arm backwards.
Mm.
Yeah, squats, deadlifts, I'll stand up for deadlifts. I want my back rounded like a plate.
I got you.
Wait, what do you mean stand up for deadlifts? What?
Like get up on something. I deadlift under my feet.
Oh, deficit deadlift.
Yeah, super.
Okay, you just said I stand up for deadlifts.
Yeah.
I thought that was what you're supposed to do.
That'd be hard not to.
We felt what he meant.
Yeah.
We got it.
They got the Street Sharks. That.
Yeah, get with it, Caleb.
All right,
Yeah.
they're 2 for 2, I guess.
Did he didn't know what a
Oh, and
pterodon was?
and Kennedy.
Yeah,
Yep.
Wait, what?
he didn't know what a pterodon was.
Okay, don't look at me like that.
At least he said it was. He said it was a dinosaur.
I don't even think they're technically dinosaurs, but we don't have to get into that today. Pretty sure pterodons aren't technically dinosaurs. I don't know. I'm no
they're-
paleontologist, but
They're
They're the same
they're
era.
a bird.
they were around.
They're a bird.
A bird.
Yeah, they're not classified as whatever dinosaurs are, but
Dinosaurs
they're
are
in that
pretty bird-like.
family.
Yeah.
that family. Yeah.
Time period ish. There was some overlap.
What?
Where'd it go?
Your favorite dinosaur? If you say the same thing me and Holland did, I'll shit a brick.
Triceratops.
That's
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's me and Alan.
You ever seen like they got the ball joint for their neck?
What?
Yeah.
Like a bionicle?
Yeah. I mean, it's a ball and socket joint where their neck is. It's not a hinge joint.
Hmm. I want one.
Yeah. And their head weighs like 1,000 pounds.
like all their attack and defense was from the shoulders forward.
Literally, it's like super hard to break their neck. Was.
I tried. Yeah.
You know,
Sorry.
Loser.
That reminds me. Have you seen? I just saw this the other day, and I've been to Japan now 3 times, and I'm really upset I didn't find out until now. Is that they have a museum over there of fossils, but it's all Pokemon fossils. And y'all two could laugh, but I know Dave would go. Just like the last time, whenever we made this whole joke about, I've never heard anyone say Pokédex.
I've never heard an
Dave
adult.
texts me the next day.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
Dave texts me the next day. Yeah, we playing this new DLC on Pokemon. I'm like, where
Prove
were you
it.
at yesterday, dog?
You know, it's funny. Caleb was telling me that story, and I was like, I don't know what any of those words meant.
Yeah. Me either.
I said because there's new DLC out for for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and he goes, "What?"
Yeah.
Sounds like a bunch of
I was like, what's a DLC?
yeah. Sounds like a bunch of liberal BS to me. Is that same as DEI, dog?
Dave, the amount of times in this podcast you've talked about VR, there's no way people don't believe me.
Look, that's just for porn.
So, anyways, in other news, I did see today that there was the first, not today, but
But I would go to that museum.
Yeah, I would.
I mean, I think it would be
Pokemon was
interesting.
like, it was a big thing when I was
Yeah,
little.
and I mean, and
it's still
I-
a big thing.
We got told it was like, the devil and stuff.
I
but-
did, yeah.
Yeah.
Satanic Panic. Those were good times.
That's like the Harry Potter. I got told to take that book back to the library because I brought the devil into their house.
Yeah.
Sometimes
True
I like
story.
to go back and watch old evangelists on YouTube complaining about Pokemon and stuff from back in the day. It cracks me up. They're so good. Like there's that one guy who looks like he's some kind of devil worshiper. He's got like really thin, wet black hair and like a weird, like devilish goatee. But he's like, look, Pokemon's the devil. All right, let's go send your kid straight to hell.
Yeah, you play
Look at
those?
this. See this
The
fist
world-
on this one? Yeah,
The
that means
world will end in 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
It says
see-
it right there on the card.
Pikachu, you think he's cute, huh? Tail, lightning bolt, sign of the devil.
Sound of it. Pitchfork.
Yeah, it's the best. I love that shit.
So, any who's or what's her?
You'll come over and watch Satanic Panic stuff with me.
Street
later on?
Sharks.
yeah.
It's of the devil.
There was the first ever 1,100 kilogram podium in raw powerlifting.
Why would they make the podium weigh that much?
I don't know why they made it that much.
They're afraid it would blow away in the wind or something?
So first place, Peter Petros got an 1120 kg total.
Kind of preachers
Second
they
place,
have, though.
Odell Manuel,
Odell Manuel.
1115 kilogram total, and then third place, Brandon Allen with an 1102.5 kilogram total.
That's really close between first and third.
Yeah.
Close between first and third.
Yeah, I mean, from first place through the spread
Oh, yeah.
is close.
Yeah, I thought that was insane. Also, I just really like the names.
Yeah.
You know, Peter spelled P-E-T-R. Peter Petros, Odell Manuel, and then Brandon Allen.
I like Odell Manuel,
If I ever spelled somebody.
but it only works if you say it like a redneck though. Odell Manuel.
Odell Manuel.
There you go.
Well, Odell Manuel.
Man, I wish I knew that guy. I would have so much fun out of his name.
Amen.
Praise hell, raise Dale.
Odell.
Right? You do when you play with them Pokemon.
Yeah, by God.
Odell.
Dude, I still remember vividly in elementary school, the principal making an announcement, and we all thought, like, what a square. He said, don't bring your Pokemon cards to school. It's like, Pokemon, what a freaking loser, dude. It's not even how you say that.
Yeah, I'll trade you my
What a
Charizard.
square.
Dude, I remember when
Who's mad
Yu-Gi-Oh!
he don't have any holographics? Poser.
I remember when Yu-Gi-Oh cards came out. I had just gotten a decent Pokemon card collection, and then next thing I know, everyone's switching cards on me, and I'm like, I just got these.
You know what threw me off, though? I got to thinking about it. I never was told that with the Power Rangers. I was allowed to watch that.
Do you know?
Why were the Power Rangers okay? And
Probably
I guess because they
not?
danced.
I think because they looked very similar to Bible Man. You ever watch that?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Dude, Bible Man,
No.
it looked like,
It was
I'm not-
terrible.
dude, he looked
Oh.
like Batman, but wore the armor of God and had a lightsaber.
I feel like that's heresy right there.
I'm not even joking.
It was a Christian publication from that time. So imagine how bad like the live action kid shows were from the time. Now imagine if you had a bunch of super religious people from television doing it.
I don't want
The
that.
satanic panic people
Yeah.
making a Power Rangers show. You know why Power Rangers is so choppy and weird? You know it's another show and it's just repurposed
Yeah.
for America. That blew my mind when I found that out. It makes so
What,
much sense.
Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I had no idea until like a couple years ago.
Yeah, it's like in Japan, I think the original one's called like Kumemon. Or
Yeah,
something.
like they're not the same
Kumemon.
story or anything. They literally just take
No,
the
it's,
action scenes, cut them in, and then write parts for their American counterparts.
What is it?
Scenes.
Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider is the original one in Japan.
Which is genius because there's no overhead.
Yeah.
I think that was the point. Or like no overhead and make toys or something.
Yeah, I bought them. Or, sorry, Mom and Dad bought them.
I didn't buy it. I lived it.
Yeah. I think they were on my, first birthday cake that I can remember. I had the little Power Rangers.
I was more of a Ninja Turtle guy.
But I was a dinosaur kid.
Love dinosaurs.
They asked me what I was going to be when I grew up, and I said dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
The teacher just skipped over me.
She was like, okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
I think my first birthday cake was Hercules that I remember.
Oh, the Disney?
Yeah. Well, yeah. No,
Oh,
I
I
was
thought she was like mythical.
I was heavily into the mythical Hercules at
classical.
5 years
Got
old.
the statue
Yeah.
where he's
He
naked.
had a marble
and-
bust.
naked leaning.
In fact, it was Heracles.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hercules.
My parents were like, he's into it. We don't know.
We think he just likes it for the wiener, but whatever.
They got me the one without it.
He's a classical kid. What can I say?
They're
in
rather
their-
the fig leaf model.
He's listening to some Mozart right now.
They thought I was going to be sophisticated when I grew up. Now here I am. Sitting on a podcast in what used to be a garage.
Hey,
Made it.
in a throne, though.
Yeah.
My God.
So
Odell Manuel.
Odell Manuel.
I probably should say. I mean, it is my favorite one.
One what?
The Throne.
Oh. You're just looking around. This is my favorite one.
Oh yeah.
Don't let him talk to you like that, Nathan.
You can touch it if you want.
Don't fall for it.
No, with the
That's
camera.
how you got
Not
kicked out
with
of
the
Cracker
camera.
Barrel.
Yeah.
Not with the cameras rolling.
You'll touch the throne, he'll start clearing his throat. You ever read the book If You Give a Mouse a Cookie? If you give Caleb the chance to sexually assault you, is a similar book.
That explains the classical Hercules.
Yeah.
Heracles.
So anywho,
He's got a brand, for sure.
Yeah, speaking of brands, I think we've got some ads to do.
Nathan, you got one?
Not legal. No.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll just start with this one then. NutriFit. This is the Regenesis. We've talked about it a few times.
What's it do?
Yeah, sell it to me.
You want to buy this?
Let me look.
Give him the spiel.
Do
All right, I'll
need
give
to
you the
read it?
spiel. Give it
Do
a
you need
second.
to read it?
Regenesis combines the ancient wisdom of the, I don't know that word, with modern health needs.
Off to a strong start.
Stumbled off the blocks a little, but he recovered.
Ayurveda. Yeah.
Yeah, the Ayurveda. The
Yeah.
ancient Ayurveda.
Yeah, with modern health needs, featuring potent herbs such as turmeric, holy basil, milk thistle, and citrus bergamot. This unique formula supports liver and organ, cardiovascular, and immune health while
Easy killer.
combating inflammation. Ideal for health enthusiasts and bodybuilders. It's a pure, powerful ally for your overall well-being. Embrace epic vitality and elevate your health journey with Regenesis. Suggested as a dietary supplement. Take 5 capsules daily.
How many capsules are in a bottle?
30 servings.
I'm glad you said that. I just saw the 3.
3 servings.
There's only 15 pills in here. You take 5 a day for 3 days, and then you're going to have to immediately order more.
Be sure you do it on a full
Got
stomach.
magnesium in it.
Magnesium.
I'll take a gander.
Yeah, look at it.
Gosh, dog. What a great package.
Yeah, so while he's talking about that,
Nobody,
NutriFit,
whatever.
NutriFit, promo code CalebCDay, get you a sweet discount, support your favorite podcast.
The word you're looking for was Iroquois. The ancient Iroquois is what it says on here, dude. You were way off.
Iroquois? Where are you? What are you reading?
Last of the Mohicans, apparently.
Dude. Put some respect on Daniel Day-Lewis's name, first of all.
It's literally not Iroquois. Do not believe it. I know Holland's looking because now
It's
he's like,
definitely it. IR. Like,
there's not even a C in the word that I was reading. Or K.
That's a cute.
yeah, there's not a C in Iroquois either, you goob.
There's not a Q in what I was reading either. Listen, guys, I'm
There's not even a C in that word.
I was just joking. I wanted to make them laugh. I know
What a
how to
great
spell.
observation.
I know how to spell Iroquois.
You were halfway there.
Anyways, we have another ad. It's over there. You can toss that one to Holland.
Is that a grenade?
Well, wouldn't you like to find out, buddy boy?
Yeah.
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes. Stick out your nose.
Oh, you need to read this?
I mean, I don't need to, but I don't think we've read this one.
What?
Well, there's not really much to read on it.
Zone.
Bear Down Steel Ammonia, dry activated, ready to use, and extremely potent.
Yeah, I need that.
Potent.
Warning, keep away from children, avoid contact with eyes or mouth, keep 12 inches from your nose. Do not use this product if you are not experienced with smelling salts. Do not use if allergic or pregnant. Not intended for any medical use. Keep out of prolonged heat, cold. Visit the website for additional details.
Let me hit it a lick.
That says
Don't
potable.
lick
not
it.
potent.
It says don't put it in your mouth. You can
Lick it a
smell
hit.
Lickety split.
How do you use it?
You open it.
I thought it had like a spray. What's the tip?
It's like
for it?
Banaka.
Oh, whoa.
That's over here.
A little spritz of salts.
Just that.
In the words of John Daly, grip it and rip it.
Hey, dog.
It's not going to blow up. Shake it first.
You want me to open it for you? What are you doing?
So you actually have to twist this open.
Yeah.
It doesn't have like a fancy little. That's wiggling though.
That's probably because I drop it a lot.
Tear it off.
Don't tear it off.
I feel like you have to.
Are you,
just
is
kinda-
you backing up?
Pterodactyl.
No,
I'm afraid of this.
you
Just
shouldn't.
smell the lid. I smell it from here.
What are you, a bloodhound? Like, can I smell just the lid?
He's a sommelier of salts, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
I couldn't tell if you smelled or not.
It smells like that leak we had the
It's-
other day.
it's a sommelier, a salt monnier. We're salt monniers, dog.
Yeah.
What?
This pairs great with a grilled cheese sandwich. It's like a sommelier, but for salts.
Grilled cheese.
Bro, I smelled that with my eyes.
Dave smelled
I
it
smell
with
it in my
something.
heart, dude.
Dave smelled it with
You
something
got to
he
cover
can't show
yours
you.
up on that.
I went real aggressive the first time.
Yeah,
Out there.
you got to
Gotta do that
ease
again.
in.
Yeah.
Ease in.
No lifeguard on
Don't throw
duty.
that. I mean, that'll do it.
I thought it was fun dip at first.
So that ups your stats
Yeah.
for like
Yeah.
It increases your HP by like 7
I don't
points.
know.
for how many seconds? What's the duration on it?
Not long enough.
What's
Not
cool-
worth it.
What about the cool?
Dang, dude, whenever we play D&D, that's what we need to
Yeah.
be making our health potion.
It's got a cool down on it.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
It would be pretty.
All right, I'm not going to be the only one that doesn't use it.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, yes.
The who?
I still wish it had like a what do you call it? An atomizer that just sprays it in your face.
Is that a superhero?
So every time you just then you can't see and you just run up to
Dude, I don't like the way you're describing that.
what, atomizer.
It's making me really uncomfortable.
Shook up a good bit.
Gets in your eyes. It's all over the place.
It's like
What are you talking
I'm
about?
quoting this guy.
Yeah, okay.
What do you mean?
it's better than the.
No.
You
Oh.
just
SC top 10, son. Dude, I'm like a shark. There's blood in the water. I'm going. I'm the best safety in the league.
I'm not trying to sell it, but
should get you on the Titans, dog.
that is better than
Agreed.
Holland's old timey rip these little packets and.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, those packets were terrible.
Yeah,
You leave his little packets out of it.
yeah, zone smelling salt does make a superior smelling salt.
Agreed.
And you can go to zonesmellingsalts.com and put in code TIPP and get a discount on them if they're back in stock.
Make it
If
worthwhile.
the
Use
Bear
a discount
Down's not
worth
in
3 or 4.
if Bear Down's not in stock, you can get one of the other ones. They're all great. Just Bear Down is the podcast favorite.
Yeah.
It's our favorite flavor for sure.
Just don't bear down when you go to smell it.
They actually have a new one. They have a new flavor. Well, I say flavor. They have a new scent. I'm a little
Like, are
leery
you
on
eating
it.
these?
It's called root beer.
This is for a friend.
root beer.
If you're constipated, does it help?
Only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Somebody
Well,
started eating some chewing gum.
I'll tell you, I can tell you this.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I've never been constipated since I've been using the smelling salts.
there it is.
I mean,
I don't know if there's a
Yep, in this case, correlation and causation could
You
be
know,
one
I
and the same.
I don't know if it's kind of like Popeye's trick. And you're like,
My hero.
and then you just let it.
dang, that's
you
what
sounded just like olive oil.
that's what you two should have been for Halloween. I think y'all missed an opportunity on that one. For Holland to be Popeye and Dave to be Olive Oil.
Why would Holland be Popeye?
Yeah,
I don't think that needs explaining.
I can't do the olive oil voice.
kind of
Yeah.
want an explanation now.
Because Holland looks like Popeye and he looks like olive oil.
I don't have the wiener to play olive oil.
Holland doesn't look like Popeye.
Yeah.
He's not bald and one eye shut.
I do like
I
spinach.
have anchor tattoos on my arms.
You do have a point there, actually. All right, well, hold on.
He looks a little bit more like what's his name?
Hold on. We got to settle.
I'm a little fat.
Holland looks a little bit
We're
more
gonna
like
settle
Bluto.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to settle this right here, right now.
Uh-oh.
I need both of you to do the olive oil voice, and then I need both of you to do your best Popeye laugh. That's solid. That's solid. All right. All right, well, okay.
Sounds like dealer's choice to me, dog.
Hi, Popeye.
Dibs on Popeye.
All right, now we got to hear olive oil.
Whoa, Popeye, my hero.
That was a better olive oil than your Popeye.
That was an olive oil that's seen a lot of cigarettes.
Yeah. That olive oil is a chain smoker.
She grew up in the trailer park.
That olive oil's got a pack of Virginia Slims on her at all times.
All right, well, I stand corrected. I
She
think
lights,
Dave is
she
our
lights a new
Popeye.
one off of her old one.
Yeah. In or out.
But now hear me out. Hear me out. Holland would probably do a pretty good Bluto.
Oh, yeah.
Let's hear it.
He just punches.
I think that makes more sense. I don't know why
remember
Caleb
how
is
Bluto
insistent on
sounds.
one of us
Yeah.
cross-dressing.
He just kind of
Yeah.
goes like grunts.
He does.
He does.
He should be olive oil.
That's 'cause
He
I don't-
just wants to see us cross-dress.
Listen, dog, I have a narrow back because I don't flex on y'all. I don't want y'all feeling bad about y'all's backs. That's what it is.
I mean, she was like 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whose side are you on?
The lore. The lore.
You know,
He's
Caleb
certainly not on the Lord's side.
is built
It's
like
true.
olive oil.
He's an independent fact checker.
Yeah, it's true.
He is our community notes.
Everybody out.
I'm too tied down. Right?
Everyone but olive oil out.
I've had it up to here.
Give me the salts.
So, anyways, if you're getting frustrated, you need to bear down on something, i.e., the smelling salts. Go to New Age Performance, get a mouthpiece. Nothing helps you lift better than gritting your teeth a little bit.
Hey, what?
Get your whole body aligned, is what Alan said.
I use a wooden spoon. I should probably get a mouth guard.
Yeah.
Holland
once
was
in-
using one of the
every
bits
once in a
from
while.
horses for a while, and finally I got him off on the mouthpiece. So.
Yeah.
I use Civil War anesthesia, a stick and some wood.
Anastasia.
Anesthesia, whatever.
Anastasia.
I don't even think they knew what the word was back then. So I'm safe.
Anastasia.
She was actually
Yeah,
killed.
yeah,
Yeah.
She's my favorite independent film actress, Anastasia. So if you go to like a bunch of those old Civil War hospital houses, outside the windows, there's usually mounds. And the mounds are because there was like, oh man, you've got a bellyache. We better cut your leg off about it. And they would just throw it out the window and they would like decompose. So like a lot of those houses, if you see mounds outside the window, that's what it is. It's where they were just tossing limbs out the windows. They're amputating so fast.
They're like, that's going to set up infection. Better cut it off.
Yep. Have you tried doing cocaine about it? That didn't work. We're going to have to cut your arm off at the shoulder. You got shot in your right arm? Left arm's not going to be around much longer. I could have been a hell of a doctor in the 1860s, dude.
I don't know. I've watched
All
enough,
you need is a saw.
Yeah.
I've watched enough anime to know that apparently if you cut your hand off, you just learn to fight better with the other hand. That's what seems to
Well,
happen.
especially if it's got jagged bones stuck out. It's like Wolverine. You know.
There's a guy buried in Old Gray Cemetery who got injured in the Civil War, and they had to cut his legs off, and the surgery was a resounding success. He died the next day.
Wow.
Yeah, so he went through all that.
All that pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, you're only going to make it if we cut your legs. Don't tell him it's just for a day. What a way to go. But I wonder, did they give him his legs back when they buried him? Is he interred with his legs?
That's how they just slung those.
Like, or half off, got him in like a shorter box or something? Like, logistically, what do you do? Like, if you're, like, say you're his last living relative, you got to make that choice.
Yeah. Do you
Like,
put your, yeah.
I got to find them out here.
yeah.
Well, I think now's a great time for the.
I'd want my legs with me.
I would do.
Even if they're just like in a little satchel, like a backpack situation or something. Like, you could save money on the box.
Yeah.
I get it. Times are hard.
Yeah,
It was
you don't lay it
1860
out.
something. Yeah,
Don't lay it out all
it's
the
cool.
way.
Smaller hole to dig.
Stack them.
But let me have them.
It'll look
in case I need
weird.
'em.
It's gonna look weird though. Like in 30,000 years, when an alien digs you up and
Yeah.
your legs are up around your head
Dude,
like that.
okay.
That's
Imagine how they reconstruct that skeleton.
yeah.
My legs.
It's gonna be a little sus.
My legs separate, but they're in pantyhose also. They had mermaids?
How did we get here?
I don't know.
I was about to do a thing. And then,
Oh,
Well, do your thing.
Yeah, dude, don't make
well,
it
it's not
about
even
us.
my thing. It's actually
so you're already lying.
just the tip with Dick Slimmons.
Man,
I got another one. Look, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Well, there it was. That was just the tip of Dick Slimmons.
I got nothing else. I've took a couple weeks off.
oh yeah.
Not that I remembered to do it before, but at least I've got that to fall back on this time.
Well, that was a good one.
Wait, was that the
Uh,
tip?
they're
Was
not
that
all-
the tip of
wait,
the
about
like
1,000.
the tip of the day?
Yeah, we changed the tip of the day to just the tip with Dick Slimmons. That's Dick
Yep.
Slimmons.
But
Apparently-
I'm pretty sure that
Go ahead.
that question you asked earlier was the tip of the day.
Yeah, I thought so too. I know he's putting a lot on me, isn't he?
Yeah, the sword thing was.
Yeah.
that had a lot of tips
I
in
know.
it.
That was icebreaker, not a tip.
Oh yeah. That's right.
I mean, it was a tip of the sword.
Yep.
We found out that Richard Simmons apparently owned gyms called Slimmons, and then Holland said Dick Slimmons, and I thought it was hilarious. So it's an alter ego thing now.
I wonder if he knew. Like, he's like, that'll sound cool.
Yeah.
I kind of want to name my kid Richard, just because. I mean, if I had that name, I'd own it.
Oh yeah.
Somebody asked me what my name is, I'd be like, it's Dick,
Yeah.
You can
and
you,
just
know,
look straight in their eyes.
But
You can
pronounced like
legally
almost
change
German.
it.
Dick.
you can change it.
To what?
Dick.
What do you mean to what?
Why would you want to change it?
I'm saying you could change your
Bill?
name to Dick.
Oh yeah.
You could go change your name from Nathan to Richard.
That's not the
And
same though.
It's not. Then you'd have to explain that you changed your name. They
Because
think
he
you're
would still
joking.
know. Deep down, he'd still know he's Nathan.
Yeah. It wouldn't come off as.
Yeah. It would be
Genuine.
superficial.
Yeah. It's like Sue. You know, you can't just go change your name
Yeah.
to Sue.
You can.
Yeah, but it's not going to come out right.
It's not going to
Look.
make a good song.
Yeah.
If we start virtue signaling like this, we're no better than
Yeah.
the Left Boys.
Yeah.
Dave.
All right. Fine.
I feel like we've missed an ad now.
Hossware.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, I was going to transition into.
You said you were swallowing swords, dog.
Dude, insurance ain't going to cover that for at least another 8 years, dog. Trump just won.
Already flipped.
You better start saving.
No takesies, backsies.
It's not a write-off anymore, dude.
Yeah, you were only offered the free transition at the icebreaker. Now you changed. You're paying for it.
What's this about? Hoss lips?
You just want to go. You just want to compete in Olympic boxing.
Yeah. Actually, I want to compete in female powerlifting.
I'm the toughest woman the state's ever seen. I do. That's
Yeah.
the best South Park episode.
That's probably the only South Park episode
Yeah.
I've seen.
This is the greatest. I'm not here to talk about my transition. I'm here to kick some ass.
Rest in peace.
Yep.
However they do that.
Macho's never gone.
Raise hell, praise Dale.
Yeah, Hossware.
Yeah, Hossware. I was going to say when you hit the ad for the mouthpiece, you know.
Is that the Portuguese sign language for mouthpiece?
It is.
Hollands.
But I was going to say another thing that helps when you lift is to look good. You know,
I agree. Yeah.
Agreed.
It's a little silky.
You ever,
got a little
seen, you
number.
ever seen Nathan's lifting videos?
got to look good to play good. You know.
Nathan's
And-
always
gotta-
lifting in his jeans and boots.
And you got to give them that, the old Riz face as it's the camera
the
pans
Rizzler.
over. Yeah.
And one way to make sure that you look good when you're lifting is to get all your shirts and shorts and hoodies and stuff. From
Two sizes
Hossware.
too small.
Hossware.com. And
There's two places that you can get apparel that will add to your gains, and that is one, the Iron Palace on Etsy, or two, Hossware.
Well, I
Just put on a T-shirt and get gains from it.
Yeah, it's literally
Well, I
as
had
simple
to-
as that.
had to quit listening to this show because I started getting zits on my back.
But yeah, so go to
My
Hossware.com.
nuts started shrinking.
Promo code TIPP.
He wasn't even on steroids.
Bro, I got to have them before they
I waited
do
a
that.
while. I was like, maybe it was just cold. No, it was permanent. Yeah.
Took a hairdryer and everything.
Took a warm
Yeah.
bath.
Dude, I've been clipping them down, trying to stretch them back out. Tape is the wrong move, by the way. Clothespins.
So did anybody see that video of Half Thor and Brian Shaw playing basketball against each other?
Yeah.
No, I make it a tradition that I never watch white guys play basketball.
Well, Brian
Or women.
Brian was a collegiate basketball player, and
I still played. Did you say
like-
high school or something?
Did you say paraplegic?
was a collegiate.
Oh, collegiate.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
paraplegic probably much
I was like-
better to watch.
I was like, boy, he come a long way.
Like a phoenix, buddy.
Yeah.
He really jumped.
Christopher Reeves, eat your heart out.
He lifted his way out of paralysis. It was just a mental block. You can't have no in your heart or in your legs.
But like they didn't, and they were playing like it was an outdoor court, like on a tennis court. It was a pickup game or whatever. The court didn't look big enough for them, and they were outside. You know, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But and it's funny too because I was watching it and I was like, that ball is absurdly small compared to them. But then Brian mentioned that it was a women's ball, and I was like, oh well, no wonder. I mean, it looked like they were
Probably funny colors too.
It looked like it was just like a big softball. I'm only disappointed in that video that neither one of them tried to dunk.
Well, I mean, that's property damage at that point. Yeah.
Caleb looks up like he was going to say something, so
He went into his notes. And
so I stopped talking, and then he just nothing.
he's got something.
No, I was just.
Like Caleb looked up, he was reading something, and he was like,
No, I was
And
just
then
saying. I think we're nearing time to wrap it up.
"Oh, he's just wanting us to shut up."
I didn't say.
Black, we're having a great time.
I didn't say we weren't.
He's just.
I don't know,
He's
man.
a
Kinda
little.
insinuated.
He's a little bit more on the upset side because he hasn't got a lot of the, culture references.
Yeah, and his back's real narrow.
Yeah.
Wait, where did that come from?
Don't worry about it.
Birth, we think. Like, we've only recently started paying attention, but
You do catch him sitting down a lot, but okay, that was. I'm being too mean.
Yeah, Linda.
protect this narrow-backed boy.
That's it. I'm out of here. All right. Has anybody got anything else to add before we end things?
Street sharks are cool.
I'm gonna be,
Pokemon's the devil.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
I'm gonna be in Iceland Sunday.
That part is cool, actually.
We're tired of talking about it.
I'm jealous of it. Every time I see him post on Facebook, I'm like, God.
I hope you
Yeah, I
have a
know.
good time.
Has he
All.
told you about
Thank
lifting the Husafell?
Yeah, it makes me mad.
Oh,
The
and
haters are sick.
we're gonna
Literally,
stop.
dude.
We're gonna stop at Hot Springs after and chill. in
Wait,
Hot
how much-
Springs,
what
watch
is
the
that, like
Northern
four-
Lights.
What's
Or
the weight?
something.
It's like
406. I think.
406.
Yeah.
We got to do the Husafelt Carry Stone, and I'm a little bit peeved off. It only goes to like 330.
Oh,
Well, lucky for you, my friend, because I totally forgot we did not mention this. We're actually going to be setting up a stone lifting competition come January, February that is going to include a Husafell stone carry.
Is it 406 pounds?
It can be.
we might make it 412.
Might make it 500.
We might just ask Nathan, how heavy you want this bitch, dude?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know.
Like what is too heavy? And then we'll just take 5 pounds off of that.
Or more than that.
That's a good idea.
And then we let you stand over it, and every other competitor, you just say, pick it up or leave. You just get to establish dominance.
That's
right off
me.
the bat. Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, well,
That's me.
it's fun, though.
So what did you pick a weight?
Oh, I don't know yet. I still got to. I don't know what that's going to be like, how far wide it is, and because if it's like a wood stove, you don't want that thing getting too heavy. She starts pulling on you.
Usually got to pay for that.
All right. And on that note, Nathan, thanks for coming, even if your sister didn't make it.
Yeah, she died. Or wait, no, she's.